recording. Is that right? Yes. Okay, recording. Hey guys, this is so fun to see everybody on. Thanks for getting on our first official Zoom of 2018, and Kate's a first official Zoom in her new office. So we're like new, fun, excited, and of course, just coming off of that kind of high from Super Saturday, it was fun to see faces. And now, like, I just saw Katie pop up, like, in Hope. Just fun to like, you feel like you just know people a little bit more. So hopefully you guys got to go to Super Saturday. And if not, the next one is April 7th. So get that on your calendar now. If you're local to us, we will be hosting again that weekend. If you're not local to us, you guys, like, they have Super Saturdays everywhere. So you can pull up teambeachbody.com and look under the FAQ under Super Saturday, and they have a map with like everyone. So like when we register to host an event, we have to put our location. So even though usually it's just Sister Empire coaches at ours, technically anybody could come because it's supposed to be a public event. And actually at our last one, there was a girl from Victoria that wasn't actually one of our coaches. So definitely try to get to a Super Saturday. Today we are, first of all, to get into Sister Empire, I don't know if you guys remember when we opened this new team page, we had you guys fill out a questionnaire. And we told you that we were going to be writing notes and we were going to be doing our Zooms and calls and trainings off of like what you need help with. We wanted that feedback because we've been doing this and, you know, we feel like what else could we say? But then we forget that there's new people coming in, or, you know, maybe times have changed or how the business is run is different. And you just had those questions of things that what could help you. So first of all, I do want to say that we did not forget. We have them all written down. And, you know, I've already posted on the January thing today's, and then in 2 weeks, we are going to be doing Zooms every first and third Sunday night of the year. So that's our schedule. I wanted just to go ahead and throw that out there, that's our schedule. We already actually wrote them down through this first quarter. So all of January, February, and March, we put them in our planner, so they will be happening. But if you want to do that too as well, but for sure, I wrote down that January, the tonight one, and then in 2 weeks. So we're going to be using what you guys ask for, first and foremost, and then we're going to be, you know, getting some guest speakers, asking some of our own leaders to guest speak and to do trainings that they're just really rocking at. So you'll get to hear from other people besides just us. But tonight we're going to be talking all about inviting through messaging, also inviting through posting. This was a topic that a lot of you had, and we really thought it was perfect to start tonight with inviting because we have like the most perfect thing ever to invite to, 80-day obsession. So kind of really just worked with timing. So that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to start with a couple of just things that I'm doing, and then things that maybe you can do, and just kind of a variety. Of course, you don't have to do every single one of these things. We are going to just throw out ideas for you to use and take what you're comfortable with. So the first thing I want to talk about I want to talk about posting. We talk about it a lot, but if you aren't posting, then people aren't seeing you. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your social media platform is your storefront. So even though it can be uncomfortable at times or overwhelming, or you might be self-conscious about what you're posting, that's how people know what you're doing. And so, you know, when I started, I tried to post 1 time a day. And then, you know, I kind of quickly tried to bump that up to 2 times a day. That way, one post could be about non-Beachbody things, and the other post could be more about my fitness journey and Beachbody and what I was doing. But technically, you don't want to ever talk about Beachbody, Shakeology, as in their words, 80-day obsession, Team Beachbody, those words that tell you exactly what it is. When you're posting, it's really all about being vague, leaving clues. It's called attraction marketing. So you aren't just giving them all that information. You're putting out a picture. Maybe you've got this beautiful plate of food and you're like, oh my goodness, I am so pumped about my new meal plan I'm going to be eating because this is approved and doesn't it look yummy? I didn't say the program. I didn't say what each of the containers were. I didn't even talk about the containers, but I gave some clues, and then somebody could comment or message you and say, well, wait a second, what meal plan are you doing? Or did you start something new? Something like that. So getting people to ask you questions is kind of the main goal with posting. And what I personally like to do is I don't like to have a full-on conversation in the comments thread. If somebody messages me, I like to comment. I mean, if somebody comments, I like to, reply back, but then I really try to get that person in a private message so that I can talk and message and get to know them a little bit more than just it all being out there in the comments thread. So leaving clues and asking questions, and Kate in a little bit is going to be giving you guys like a list of things to do this week and how you can do that without just sharing all of your info to really get people like, oh, she's starting something new. Maybe they're going to be questioning, God, did she quit Beachbody? Is she starting, going to this new thing? But really it's just you giving your information in a different way. The next thing is I maybe should have started with this one, but I wrote this just now at the end. When I started coaching, like I said, Facebook wasn't comfortable for me. I wasn't big on social media. And so the first thing I did, y'all, literally before I even posted the first time, I messaged my 3 best friends and I was like, we have a group text going. We've had it going forever. And anyway, I was just like, y'all, I'm starting this new program. I really don't want to do it by myself. Wouldn't it be fun if we did it together? And just going to your people, like your people who you're comfortable with, your family, your sisters, your sister-in-laws, your brother, those people that you're comfortable with, that maybe you've talked about getting healthy before with them or getting fit. I know we're all teachers, and every single summer we always said we were going to walk and have this workout routine, and 5 summers went by and we never did it until this. So, one of my best friends lost 25 pounds that summer and, completely changed her relationship with food. So if I wouldn't have just messaged them and asked, and that was my first challenge group. So my first challenge group was me and my 3 best friends. I had 4 people in my first challenge group. It's one of my favorite groups because it was just me learning, but getting to kind of lead them through their first challenge. And it was also my first challenge as well, because I had never done Beachbody before. So we were really all learning together, and it just made it a lot of fun. So if you're a newer coach right now, or, even a couple months in, or maybe you've been a coach for a year, but haven't done anything with it, and now you're ready for your fresh start, go to your people first and foremost and tell them what you're doing and why you want them on board with you. And you might get some no's. You might get some, I've seen what those people do and I don't like it. Who cares? Ask. If you're only going to get told yes or no, it's not going to change your, ruin your life. So first and foremost, that's my biggest advice. And I still do that. So like my friends that will go in and out of Shakeology, I put one of them like in my group every month, whether she's ordered or not. And I added her to the 80-day obsession group, and she texted me and she was like, thank you for not giving up on me. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, seriously? And I'm like, of course, I'll always add you, because she's told me before she likes to read stuff, but that's even my friend who knows she can be in my group, but because I'm constantly like, do it again with me. Let's do this program. Like she, that she liked that, I guess. Okay. So next tip on inviting is messaging, you guys, like just messaging people who've liked your pictures. So Caitlin's going to give you post ideas in a second. When somebody takes the time to like, love, heart, smiley face, whatever they all are, or comment, like that's your door. Your door just opened to go and send them a message. And here's the other thing. Once people start following you, once you're more consistent with posting, they might have an idea of what you're doing, but a lot of people don't have an idea of what you're doing. And so you can't assume that because you've posted for a couple days that person is supposed to be coming to your door and saying, hey, sign me up for 80-day obsession. I'm going to be in your next challenge group. I know that it's a private group on Facebook and my friends aren't going to see it. Y'all, I cannot tell you how many people will ask me, like, are people going to see what I'm posting? You kind of have to explain this as like, this person has never even been on social media. Private groups aren't something that everybody knows about, especially private fitness challenge groups. So, you know, when somebody's commenting and liking, like, I just like to say, like, hey, thanks for the love on my post. Sometimes it's hard for me to post things. Are you working on any fitness goals? Or you could say, are you interested in hearing about my next private group I'm going to be hosting on Facebook? You can throw in a little question at the end. That is considered an invite. You can ask them a specific question that they can tell you, like, oh, I've never heard of that. Like, tell me more. Or, yeah, I might be interested in something like that. You know, what is it about? Just getting like a thank you and then a question, that has really turned things around for me with messaging. When I started, or for years, probably up until this past year, I just sent like a thank you back. I was like, oh, thanks for liking my post. That really means a lot. I really appreciate you taking the time to, to read what I wrote or following me or whatever. That's it. I just said a thank you. And what would I get back? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because in my mind, I was like, well, if they're interested, they'll ask. No, y'all, people are shy. People are shy. They're uncomfortable. This is talking about uncomfortable things. Weight and weight loss is hard. So be the person that lets them feel comfortable. Like they are going to be able to know that they can talk to you. And crazy things have happened when I've opened up and asked a question. I have gotten responses back that are like paragraphs of almost kind of like TMI. Like I'm like, oh, I didn't need to know all of that about your family history. But it's because they felt comfortable because I opened the door for them. So really just don't be overwhelmed with it. Keep it simple. And just like, I'm here, kind of just like I'm your friend, that kind of a vibe, just a chill, non-fake, down to earth vibe, being who you really are. So messaging all your likes and comments. If you've been a coach for a while, or if you've ever had somebody sign up under you before, reach out to those people. I did a video the other day. Bridget actually found out that through the new office on Team Beachbody, you can actually like select all and email all of your customer list. So that's like leads, plus people that you've added. You can email them all at one time. And so when I was actually figuring it out, I went live in Sister Empire. So if you've got some customers under you, or if you've been a coach for a while, I really encourage you to go watch that video and to just select all and email everybody. I even posted my scripts. Caitlin posted what she wrote. I think Bridget even talked about what she wrote in hers. And, I got a handful back, and I'm still having conversations with those people right now because 80-Day Obsession has a lot to talk about. So it's not one of those things like, here, this is what I'm doing now, order. I'm going back and forth with, is your bod still current? Do you have Shakeology? Do you like Energize? Because we can now add all of those things. So it does take a little bit more of a back and forth process, but that's totally okay, and it's worth it. And I would rather take the time to go back and forth now, then send a link for that base kit, and then them come to me 4 days later saying, God, I really would have liked to have Energize at that discount or with that bundle. Ask that hard question. I know sometimes we feel like price is going to be the factor, and so we want to give them that bottom dollar. You guys, I'm starting with the most expensive because I want to show them what they can save. And then I'm saying, however, if you're not ready for that kind of commitment, here's what we can do. So, you know, I'm starting with that big one, and I'm sending those pictures. If you go to the photo albums in Sister Empire, you will see all of those really good graphics that have, you know, new customer, or if you're already on BOD, or if you're already on HD. I'm using those pictures and sending those to people with a little description under it. So definitely, you know, use those. So messaging old customers, that's really my thing. You can do it through Facebook as well, but that bulk email is really cool. I love what Kate did. And I actually, if I would have seen hers first, I probably would have added that to the top of mine, but she kind of just did an introduction. So like, hey, my name's Kate, you can go read hers. But I love that because if it was a lead and they have no clue who she is, it gave them like that little intro, which was really cool. So, you know, you could do that and starting out and then add in something about your group on the bottom. So I love that too. Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, I hope I have good internet. Please, house. Okay, I have notes for you guys, and I'm really excited about this because I think everyone, just like our challengers, love accountability. So do us as coaches. And so for the next 7 days, we're going to have an accountability post in Sister Empire. So if you're not in Sister Empire, please make sure your upline adds you in or you get in. And it's going to be an accountability post for your post of the day that you're sharing as a coach. And you can honestly kind of do a different spin to the post that you want to do, but I'm going to give you topics, and it would be really neat if we're all kind of following these topics and just we're laying out a good way to be vague, to be, you know, to totally like attract people to you, to make people think like, damn, I want to be doing that, you know, that kind of thing. So I have Monday through Sunday, and this is one topic a day, and then I have a couple more I just was thinking of. And so what I want you to do is you can post it at any time in that day. And then first thing in the morning, I'll post the accountability post. And then I want you to come in Sister Empire. And if you're an Instagram user, that's totally fine. I want you to screenshot your Instagram and post it below that link so we can all see it. Or if you're on Facebook, I want you to copy that link from your page. So like, or you can screenshot it. It's totally up to you. Whatever's easiest. If you're on your phone, you need to be on Internet Explorer to be able to get the link. But if you're just, if you're on your computer, it's super easy to do. So at some point in the day, I want you to come and show us your post, because let me exit my Facebook so we don't hear notifications, because I think it's so good to get us like in the groove a week before we start 80-day obsession of posting and inviting and sharing and getting out of our comfort zone and talking about more things than the normal thing that we normally talk about. So for Monday, I want y'all to take notes, and then also we can share a picture of, I can type up what it is, but try to take notes just for yourself. So Monday, oh yeah, you recorded, okay. Monday is, I want you to get creative this week. I want you to step out of your comfort zone, and I want you to do a picture that you wouldn't normally do, something different, okay? So if you take a selfie of your face every day, do something different. Like do a picture of your kitchen counter or your desk or your, just something different. So people will say like, oh, okay, like what is she saying? Monday is all about meal plan, guys. Like this meal plan is not just you get it and you're done. Like you don't have to do any homework. So it needs to be like a picture of Kristen Hanneth in. Can you mute someone, Dieter? It needs to be a picture of like Kristen Hanneth in her glasses saying, I'm going to be a student today. Like this is not the right words, but like, This is me putting in time and investing in myself because I'm going to follow the rules of this meal plan, and everything that I'm putting in, I'm going to get something out of it. And Monday is all talking about the meal plan. This is a different meal plan. It's not just super simple. So you're going to need to read it. You're not going to just get it without reading. And so it can be a picture of your desk space with you taking notes or with you organizing. Like, pictures are so important, you guys. Like, as much as we moms don't have a ton of time to get the perfect picture all the time, it's so important to have something that's interesting for the person. Like, people always look at the picture first, and the picture determines whether or not they're going to read the post. So, just having something that is showing you sitting down away from your kids and putting in 20 to 30 minutes for yourself to plan this meal plan. Like, you're spending the post could even say, I'm spending the next week preparing for my start date on Monday. Like, I am being a student, I'm going all in. Like, that's something that so many people are going to think if she's doing it, I could do it. Like, it's just all about showing your audience they could do it too. Like, you're putting in the work, so could they. Tuesday is all about transformation. So transformation as in you're so excited for the mental transformation you're about to have. You're so excited to break through those barriers and whatever it is that your goals are. You're excited to wake up earlier. You're excited to commit. You're excited to go all in and challenge yourself. You're excited for that after picture that you've gotten before, but maybe you've gained some weight back over the holidays, or maybe you just had a baby. You're excited for a transformation. So get creative with that. Like, that can be whatever picture you want it to be. Just whatever you normally do something different. Like, give your audience a different view. I'm totally speaking to myself too. So this could be a before and after that you've gotten before. Like, you could repost it and reshare that and say, I want to get back to that girl on the right. Like, I felt so damn good about myself. Like, I'm so ready to get back there. Or it could be a picture of you saying that you've really been struggling with your confidence and you've really been battling negative self-talk, and you're so ready to get past that and be the person that you know that you can be. You want to make yourself proud. Wednesday is Women Crush Wednesday, which, guys, you don't have to hashtag this at all. I'm just saying little cues to help you remember it. But what we want you to do is we want you to take a test group picture. If you've already shared one of these and you don't want to do it, if you feel like you've already shared too many test group pictures, you don't have to. Just do a post about preparing for 80-day obsession. I have not even shared a test group picture, so I'm excited about Wednesday. But Brittany Legette's or Tulin, those pictures, if you don't have them, ask. We have them in Sister Empire. We have them in the Prep Challenge group, showing a picture of this woman, this mom, this whatever, committed to 80 days of, workouts, meal planning, sacrifices, giving a shout out to that woman and showing that you're just so proud of her. You're envious, you're ready, you want to do that too. Just because empowering women is just such a, it's such a turn on. It's such a, it's showing your followers that you would empower them as well. So that's Wednesday. Thursday is treat. So Thursday, I want you to think of what you're treating yourself when you commit to 80-day obsession. So treat, whether that is a manicure pedicure, whether that is a shopping trip, whether that is buying yourself a pair of shoes or Lulu tights or whatever it is. I don't care. Come up with a treat and show that you're not going to give yourself that treat until you commit and finish this 80-day program. So that could be a picture of 2 different pair of tennis shoes and saying, I've had my eye on these. I want these so bad, but I'm not going to buy them until I commit. I'm going to finish 80-day obsession. Which ones do y'all like? Because I can't stop thinking about them. Which ones would you get, if you were going to be treating yourself? And it could be an A-B or a 1-2 kind of thing. And people comment below which one, people love to give their opinions. It doesn't have to be tennis shoes. It could be a bikini to go on a spring break trip or for the summer. anything. And it doesn't have to be that. Like it could be literally a trip to Target by yourself without your kids or your husband. That's a treat. Like whatever it is, something that would be fun for you to do, that's your reward for finishing 80-day obsession. That's Thursday. Friday is fitness. So Friday, you're going to post a workout selfie, sweaty selfie, or a little snippet of your video of a little obsessed. So Friday, you're going to do a little obsessed. You're just kind of showing what you're preparing for. You're showing that you're tuning up. You're getting prepared for your start date of the next week. So Friday is all about fitness. Fridays, most people don't work out on Friday. They're like, it's a weekend or whatever. They're busy. And that's you showing that you are working out on Friday. Like you're committing because you're committing, throughout an 80-day program. Saturday is going to be a more lengthy post, and don't get overwhelmed by that. It doesn't have to be like, super amazing, like all these written out paragraphs, but it just needs to be something in more detail about you. You need to explain. Saturday, we wrote down why I'm taking care of me. So that's the kind of like caption. Why are you going to take care of you? That's what you're going to share on Saturday, whether it's you want to be a better mom, you want to be a better wife, you want to be a better daughter, you don't want to look in the mirror and not like what you see. You don't want to continue. You don't want 3 months to pass and for no change to happen. Why are you going to take care of you for the next 80 days? Like that's a big commitment. So it's really going to have to take setting goals and really being thorough with like just going through all the negative stuff that's going to come up in your head to get through those 80 days. So really just kind of being more vulnerable and sharing a little bit about you and why you want to do this so bad. Okay, more things that I wrote down, cute little pictures that you could add in throughout the week is your workout space. Guys, like I know you see your workout space every day, but like showing people that legit your living room in the middle of a bunch of toys, like you make a little spot for yourself, and not even you being in the picture, like you just taking a picture and showing like, that's where I'm going to commit for the next 80 days. Or even setting up a tripod and like you being in the picture in your little workout space. This is just a little idea I had. Or if you do a garage workout, or if you do a back porch workout, like just showing your bands, your sliders, your weights, and maybe from doing your little obsessed workout, you could snap the picture at that same time, and just showing where you get your workout in. Another one I wrote down is a really good post because people are nosy, is a picture of you and your husband or you and your boyfriend, and saying in the caption about how you've some husbands are wonderful. Like they're super great supporters and they're all in and they cheer you on. And then some husbands don't really care. They don't care if you're going to be doing a workout program. And then some husbands still want you to make them a steak and macaroni and cheese and potatoes while you're on a workout program. So like just showing you and your husband and saying, my husband, whatever it is y'all's story. If he's your best supporter and he's amazing, share it. If you're saying, my husband doesn't really have to work out and do that kind of stuff, but he has promised to support me for the next 80 days in this journey that I'm wanting to start, just sharing a picture of your personal life, because people love that. Like they want to see you and your husband. They want to see, we share our kids all the time just naturally, but like they want to see your spouse too, or your boyfriend or whatever, your friend. So like my post would be really just, we didn't take really good care of ourselves in last year. And my husband is, I've told him, and I've sat down and I've looked him in the eyes and I told him like, I need to change. I need to do better for me. And he is going to support me in the days that, I'm feeling weak, or the days like he's promised to be the one that will push me, blah, 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 whatever. Like just say something, show a picture of you and your husband. Another one I love is you and your challengers making, whether you have 2 girls starting 80-day obsession with you or 5 or 10, whatever, getting a picture and making a collage of who is going to start and commit on day 1 of 80-day obsession with you, and posting it in your challenge group saying like, here we are, this is us. Like it's prep week, or and also letting those challengers, if they want, post that on their Facebook. So you posting a picture on your Facebook of a collage of you and the women that are committing to checking in daily for the next 80 days, committing to losing XYZ, like whatever it is. I just thought that'd be super cute. We kind of do it for Team Cup too, like showing a picture of a group of girls. And this is you and your, you know, your specific people that you signed up that you're excited for. If people don't want their picture on social media, it's still something that you could just put in your challenge group. People love like the whole pump up, like getting so excited, that kind of a vibe. So if they don't want their picture on your social media, it's still something you could put in your challenge group. Okay, so those are all my ideas. Does anyone else have any posting ideas they want to share? Because I'm down for tips.
Hey, okay, so I forgot to add one thing. I wrote a note down. Call to actions. So all of these posting ideas, every single one of them at the end, you can have a call to action on that without being salesy, you guys. Like every post that you make. So if you're pretty good at posting throughout the day and you post a couple of posts, your family, a picture of your kids, you're not going to have a call to action on every single picture. But if you don't put a call to action, then they aren't going to do it. They're not going to comment below. They're not going to send you a message. They're not going to have that idea in their head that they themselves need to be doing something about it. So, you know, you're putting that meal plan picture tomorrow, whatever it may be. And at the end, you're going to be like, you know, do you guys need help with something like this? Like, or, you know, asking that question, would you be interested in hearing about a new meal plan? Have you been looking for a meal plan? Ask a question and add that at the end. Send me a message if you're interested in learning about this meal plan I'm going to be doing, or however your post is laid out. On the transformation, like, hey, comment below if you're interested in getting your own before and after picture. On the treat reward, ask a question. What are some things that you would reward yourself? Or maybe that one already has its own question. But I was talking to KT the other day about Instagram, and she was telling me that Instagram has been working for her, or her posts have been different and they've been working for her. And I said, well, what do you think is different? And she said, I've been putting a call to action at the end of all of my posts. So same post, same person, posting the same amount. One thing that she's adding is a call to action at the end of that post. That little bitty sentence, you know, changes a lot of things because it lets people know, like, oh, hey, I'm supposed to comment. You guys, let me just
it just shows that there's something to be invited to. There's something to draw.
Yes. So many people these days are sharing on social media. Maybe it's not your circle of friends, but a lot of people just share. A lot of people are bloggers. There's people that just like to give out their info. So how is the person reading your Facebook or your Instagram supposed to know if you're just a happy-go-lucky vlogger, or if you're a coach that can help them? Like, how would they know the difference? The only way they're going to know the difference is if you add that call to action at the end. So,
okay, last thing, because we were trying to keep it really quick, but last thing is, Deidre and I decided we're not going to be opening a new 80-day obsession group in February and a new one in March. We're going to keep it ongoing. And new people that we add in, they're going to join our group, whether I'm on day 30 or day 46, like whatever. And then there's going to, and on our bod, there is videos, like synapses kind of videos of what Autumn talked about or what happened or whatever, like highlights, like those people can watch that. And then in your challenge group, you can also have like a week 1 or week 2, like pinned post if you want, or like a file. But we're just not going to start new groups, because it's an 80-day commitment. We're not going to start a day 1 on day 30 of our first group. Like, we don't want to space out of like both groups. So you can do what you want, but we're going to keep ours open. And so we're going to invite to it the entire time. So that's so nice and such a breath of fresh air, because I'm not worried about starting on the perfect day of day 1 with these people. Like, I'm going to say I'm on day 17. I have 17 days of stuff I can teach you. Like I have learned so much, and you're going to be starting on day 1. Just know we're 17 days difference. Like that's just the way that I'm going to word things. And I'm just, so while I'm posting throughout my 80 days, I can continue to do those invites on every post because people are watching. Like, oh my goodness, people are watching. So just constantly inviting. And again, do what you want, but we just feel like that's probably most realistic for an 80-day program. Does anyone else have an idea of what they're going to do for their challenge group? Are you going to start a new one every month, or my challengers loved that? Allie Leonard's perfect. We are doing the same thing. Perfect. Yeah, we just we think that's really going to work because honestly, people creep and like they're going to go and creep through the first 17 days and just be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Like look how much progress they've made in 17 days. I'm so excited. Versus a day 1 where they're just by themselves.
Yes, Rachel. They'll once they're out, they'll be out. So this first group of people that are getting them 1 week at a time, they're calling this as like the official like first round, but then they'll be up on bot.
Yes, they'll be on. Mm-hmm. Is everyone going to be?
Question.
Let's see. Let me pull up chat. Is everyone going to be doing the 80-day people in my? Yes.
Yeah, so I have a separate group of just kind of like my home base group. And what I did was I posted the link of the 80-day obsession group, and I kind of told them that they could go in there if they wanted to see like daily accountability. But if it was going to overwhelm them to be seeing 80-day obsession stuff, then they don't have to. Because I have a few people that they're like, we aren't doing it. And so they can stay in there. So I think just whatever y'all want to do. 21-day groups for February and March, maybe not a popular approach, but that, I mean, if that's what you're comfortable with, because you might already have a really good template. That's another thing. There's a really good template on Team Beachbody under program marketing materials. I think it might be I'm not sure what the new, anyway, on my to-do list this week is to copy and schedule those posts for like 5 a.m. And then whatever we post throughout the rest of the day is just extra fun. But they're going to see a post every day at 5 a.m. that explains something about the program. And we don't have to think of that ourselves. Like there's no pressure in coming up with 80 different posts. Beach Corporate's already done that for us, and they're really good. So take advantage of that template and definitely use it.
It's less than a minute. It's going to cut us off.
Okay.
So if anyone's confused about that, we probably need to show the template, like where to find it, because that's such a relief as a coach to have, even if you don't use every one, if you just use like a couple, like it's just so nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for getting on, you guys. This was fun.
Hurry, smile. Let's take a picture. Hurry. 1, 2, 3. I'll have to cut that chat off unless it's fine. Okay, I'll post it.
Thanks for getting on. Have a great week.